How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be, it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. One of the things that we talk about on this channel a lot, and it's really what this channel is based and centered around, is taking things to yourself first so you can be a healthier you. And like I always say, being a healthier you is not only being a healthier you for you, it's being a healthier you for the other people that surround you. And one of the reasons why we have a lot of topics that revolve around talking about, your perspective on things, allowing people to be themselves. What can you do better in the situation? If there's anything that you even need to do, or if you need to take a step back, or just be able to look at things differently. I know a lot of the times we're also talking about how because we all know these type of people, and sometimes we are these type of people where you're pointing the finger. Well, it's not what I did, it's what the other person did. They made me mad. I'm into it with this person because of this. I'm into it with this person because of that. I'm not talking to this person because of what they said. I'm not fooling with that person because of what they did. A lot of the times it's about perspective, and when we can get our head wrapped around that, look at things from a different perspective, more often than not, we talk about looking at things from other people's perspective. You already know what your perspective is upon things, but you got to keep in mind, your perspective is not the way that other people view things. So knowing that, keeping that in mind, you got to allow some room for you to be wrong. You're not perfect. None of us are. So you do have that room for error. So looking at things from a different point of view can often shed light on things. And like I've said with one of the videos I did on this channel for sure, I know it was a couple of years ago when I said, conversations don't have to have a definitive end, meaning we don't have to break new ground on this conversation. Like either I'm persuading you one way or the other, or you doing vice versa. To bring this home a little bit more, I have an illustration. I have an example. And it's actually one of the reasons why I thought of this video. We're going to take a field trip here. All right. Let's see. Okay, this here I put together for a family member, right? It's supposed to be, maybe I should get the box. Yeah, let's take another little field trip here. Actually, you know what? I ain't doing it. Because I just thought about it. I got that box all the way in the car. Anyways, I put this item together. Now, clearly, something's not right. Looks like I was sent the wrong shelving unit. Because you see here, look at all this room I got here on the side. So after putting this together, the hardest thing I ever done in my life, putting this together, all 8 of these, or 12 of these screws, however many it was, I'm thinking we need to contact the manufacturer because they clearly sent me a wrong piece. They did something wrong. Yeah, it seemed a bit ridiculous, but hey, it's supposed to be for a shop so they can set all your little goodies right there next to your station. So I'm looking and looking. So I'm lifting this up. I'm like, I put it together like how they said. I really don't see any other way. Do I have these cross-hatched bars wrong? What's the problem? Why is this like this? Clearly, I did something wrong because this is not fitting. Right? So I stepped back at it and I'm looking. I was like, let me try something. Let me look again at the pictures. I retraced my steps on the directions. This is how this is supposed to go. I had to change my perspective. So it wasn't another person's fault. It was mine. It was a user error. This is what I'm talking about. You see the difference that is? That sits perfectly, like the picture. I don't know. Then again, I don't even like putting stuff together. I absolutely abhor it. Because I'm sitting there on there like, you would think that it just lines up and then it's crossed and it sits there. But that's not the way that it sits. It sits like this. And it's perfect. That's what I'm talking about our perspective. Now, when I had done that, clearly, the manufacturer didn't know what they were doing. They sent me the wrong piece. And that's what we often do a lot of times in life. You did something wrong. Something's not right here. The error's on your part. Instead of looking at it ourselves and seeing what it is that we can do differently. Just like I showed you there. I just wanted to take time out to talk about it, because not only do we do this with small things in our life, we do this with large things. It's an ongoing process of always being open to learn, always trying to be better than your next day. Are you open to having a different perspective on things? Are you open to the fact that you may be wrong? Now keep in mind, this is even when you think that you are for sure that you're in the right. Because when I put that together, it was only one way that it could go together. You saw that. Those screws only lined up one way. But we got to the finish line, and this is how it ended up. It's my 2 cents on it. If you hadn't already, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on other social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. This is where I'm hosting my videos at. Check out the book that I've written. I Am Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. I'll leave a link in the description box. You get the book on Amazon, paperback or ebook copy. In the meantime, stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I'm Aim. You have a good one.